Hello everyone, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you
Good
all?
evening, sir.
How are you?
Good
What?
evening, sir.
Kaisa Radin? How was your day, guys?
As usual.
All good, not good,
Nice, sir.
just nice, great,
Nice, sir.
Okay, okay.
not great. Okay, Dishant, how was your day?
Good, sir.
Okay, how was your day, Pinky?
It was good, sir. How about you?
Good, good, thank you. Azlan, dekhi movie?
No, sir, tomorrow, not today.
Tomorrow. Okay, okay.
Yes.
So, Deepak, how was your office today? All right, guys. So first of all, you have your assessment mapped, assessment number 3. So today and tomorrow is the day. Please do it. Hardly a few questions would be there. Please complete it. Tomorrow, midnight 12 would be the last time to complete it, everyone. Apart from this, guys, I hope you all are working on your profiles and you all have updated your profiles in a student portal. It's very important. Very soon you will be having your counseling. I will be letting you know the counseling date because my manager, he's a bit busy. So my morning batch is done with the counseling. Now evening batch is left. Very soon it will be done.
So, sir,
Please,
it's not going to be tomorrow.
not tomorrow. You
Okay.
are good to go. Till now, not tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But अभी तक तो कोई information नहीं है. I don't have any information till now. So please update your profile, guys, in a student portal. It's very important. Make your resume. Again, it's very important, guys, because your resume will be analyzed. All right. Sometimes I may not have time because I'm completely occupied throughout the day. Sometimes, guys, though you can send it to me whenever I'll get time, I'll connect with you. अगर नहीं है to make a good draft resume from your side itself. खुद ही बना लो. Internet में you will get so many options nowadays. Use resume builder app. वहाँ पे आप कर लेना. All right, everyone. For the counseling, guys, one few important things are that please give ratings. I hope you have done with the rating. These are few requirements that is required for the counseling. Number 1 is your IBO course rating, right? Number 2, there are 3 ratings, guys. Please keep this thing in mind. Resume rating. Third rating is for your recommend EduBridge. So these are for internal use of EduBridge, guys. So even I have audits to face. So these will be for my audits. Similarly, जैसे आपकी counseling होती है वैसे. But guys, for counseling, before counseling, it should be done. Everyone, all right? Now coming what we discussed yesterday in the previous class. Can someone remind me? Forex. What we discussed in Forex, guys?
Practical of Forex.
Please repeat, Nishant.
Practical of Forex.
Practicals of Forex, okay.
Types of Forex accounts.
Of Forex. We discussed about bills as well, TT bills. TT selling and buying both. Selling of bills and buying as well. Right. Apart from this, what else, guys?
Started with money market.
Before this,
Introduction to money market.
quote and base price of the currencies. ये भी किया था. Base currency and quote currency.
Yes,
Forgot?
yes.
Weight currency, base currency, and it was there was quote currency. What else? We discussed forwards, futures of Forex. I hope you remember this as well. Means we can trade in India using Forex, right? We discussed spread. We discussed PIP as well. I hope this is also clear to everyone. Nishant, काफी चीजें हो गई. And then we moved towards money market. I hope you remember, guys. Any doubts anywhere in the previous class? All good, everybody? Anywhere, any doubts? No doubts? Today, we are going to start with money market. Money market. We are going to do printing of currency. We are going to do monetary policy. Very important. This is very important, guys. Monetary policy. This is for important not only for the placements. This is backbone of investment banking, guys. This is important for all the things. आपको पता होना चाहिए why interest rates are increasing, decreasing, all these things. Again, very, very important. All right. Now, similarly, let me show you. We will be doing inflation in detail this time. हमने बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा inflation पढ़ा था. Inflation in detail. We are going to do money market instruments. Market instruments. इसमें आता है आपका रेपो रेट, रिवर्स रेपो रेट, CRR, SLR. Guys, this entire chapter is very important if you will be working in a banking sector. Sujit, am I correct on this? Repo rates and reverse repo rates, CRR, SLR, these are very important. Is it so, Sujit?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ये concept आपको बहुत अच्छे से आने चाहिए. These concepts are very important if you want to work in a bank in future. So this chapter is one of very critical to understand. It is a good base builder. और ये आपको समझ आया that it will be very useful in your understanding of macroeconomics. Why it is happening throughout the world, what is happening, why it is happening, क्यों interest rate बढ़ रहे हैं, घट रहे हैं. All right. So, any doubts in the previous class? Anybody? No doubts, class?
Sir,
If
but PIP means? Can you explain?
PIP it is a fourth decimal. When the currency is in decimals, so when it goes up to 4 decimals, so last decimal can be said as, can be called as PIP.
Okay.
Any other doubts? Okay, it seems like there are no doubts. Let me show you a few news cuttings before I proceed further in the class. All right, just a minute. So guys, just read these news cuttings, what they want to say. Read this. These are latest news cuttings. पढ़ना जरा इसको. I hope everyone is with me. कुछ इंटरेस्ट रेट इंक्रीज होने की बात हो रही है. Interest rate likely to return towards the pre-pandemic levels when inflation was tamed. Let me show you a few more news cuttings. This is also a news cutting. इसको पढ़ो जरा, what it wants to say, everyone. Federal Reserve raises rates for 11th time to fight inflation and gives no clear sign for the next move. What is this federal? What is this inflation? What are these interest rates? क्या बात हो रही है? What we are talking about? With me, everybody. Now let's show you. This is also something. यहाँ पे है interest rates. This is for Federal Bank. पढ़ो जरा इसको. What it wants to say, guys. What interest rates are these? कौन से interest rates की बात हो रही है? Which interest rates they are talking about? This is the question that should come in your mind. ये interest rate लिखा है. What interest rates are these? And how they are impacting you? What is the role of these interest rates as such? You know, you might have heard so many times interest rate बढ़ गए, interest rate कम हो गए. And how this is related to investment banking over here. Why we are discussing this topic.
Because bank gives interest rates on its savings and on loans it charge interest.
Pinky point is noted. But the thing is that loan is a different concept. Bank deposits is a different concept. Means you are absolutely correct. Very good, Pinky. But the thing is that my question is, loan to bank देता है. Loan is a liability for the bank. Now, loan is an asset for the bank, and deposits are liabilities. Which interest rates they are talking about? Is it bank interest rate, inflation interest rate? Which interest rate is this? And क्या हो जाएगा? What will happen if the interest rates are changed? क्या हो जाएगा उससे? What will happen?
Let's say अगर interest rate बढ़ रहे हैं तो home loans पे like any loans that bank is giving, home loan, car loan, उसके ऊपर जो interest rates है वो भी बढ़ेंगे और also बैंक को भी ज़्यादा interest pay करना पड़ेगा RBI को. And similarly जो interest rate वो देती हैं savings पे FDs पे वो कम हो जाएंगे because interest rate बढ़ गए तो.
Just now you said कि पिंकी दोनों interest rate बढ़ रहे हैं. It's quite contradictory.
Sorry, दोनों interest rate बढ़ रहे हैं.
How you said just now that deposits and loans both will increase. No, you are absolutely going in a right direction, Pinky. I want you to think.
Yeah.
हो क्या रहा है?
जो मुझे समझा वो मैंने बोला सर.
नहीं, absolutely correct. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
But let me confuse you a bit more.
Yeah, please.
Banks will not be able to give loans, so bank will have low revenues, low profits. Loan से तो bank profit कमाता है, तो bank का नुकसान है उसमें. Abhishek.
Correct.
Yes, sir. In the perception of loans, sir, if the interest rate is high, the demand in the market will be less, which can lead inflation to get decreased.
Okay.
It's my perception. Okay.
So only loan interest rates are increasing, Abhishek, you're saying. What about other interest rates? FD,
FD. Yeah, whatever. Any debt instruments, sir. Any debt instruments. Means who are providing loan means they are investor. Their interest rate is the interest rate is increasing means investor will be increased, but the borrower and the demand of the count of borrowing will be less. The demand of debt market will be less when the interest is high. Means demand will be high in the perception of lender. When it comes to borrower, demand will be less.
Then what about Abhishek, deposit rates?
Again, deposit comes under an investment also, like
so
saving deposit.
They will increase, decrease.
Increase.
So you are saying loan will also increase and deposit rates will also increase. FD rates, bank saving rates, they will also increase.
Because a deposit also has a source of capital for banks. So if they are offering more interest on that, they can get their capital easily.
Okay, point noted. Point noted. Very well, right? Now, if I ask you one counter question on this, then what would happen to stock market? What would happen to bonds? Bond prices. What will happen to bond price? What would happen to if you are doing investments in, you can say, real estate, gold? What will happen to that?
Cash flow will be increased here, sir.
So one last question. What will happen to repo rate and reverse repo rate, Abhishek?
I don't know the concept of repo rate, sir.
No. Just trying to confuse you. Other class members, what interest rates are these? आपने आजकल बहुत सुना हुआ because of recession, interest rates are increasing and all this, people are losing their jobs, interest rates are also increasing. What are these interest rates? Which interest rates are these? Yes, Alfaz.
Repo rate at the rate at which banks take loan from RBI when he requires funds. And the reverse repo rate is means when a bank has access to money deposit with him. So he deposits money to RBI, and the export rate charge interest for RBI is reverse repo rate.
No, Alfaz, point is noted. Definition is good. What will happen to repo rate and reverse repo rate? Increase, decrease?
So it will increase when government when RBI do not want to increase inflation. Means they want to if they want to decrease the money supply, they will increase the repo rate and decrease the reverse repo rate. And if he want to increase the money supply, he will increase if he will decrease the repo rate and increase the reverse repo rate. Vice versa, they will work.
Vice versa, we're saying. If repo rate increases, reverse repo rate will go down. If reverse repo rate increases, that will go up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. Now, someone else would like to add anything to this? Imran, I think you want to say something. You're on mute, Imran.
Sir, I have no idea about it, sir.
All right, but I was thinking that you wanted to say something. Sujit to bank wale hai. Sujit is working in bank. Who all are working in bank? Shruti and Sujit. SS. Yes.
No,
Sujit.
sir, I am not working in bank.
Okay. So Shruti.
Yes, sir, I am working in bank.
Yes, Shruti. I'm so sorry, Shruti. I'll come to you. Huh? Yes, Shruti. क्या होता है interest rates? कौन से interest rate बढ़ते हैं बैंक के? कौन से कम होते हैं?
सर इंटरेस्ट रेट्स वो रेट्स होते हैं जब आरबीआई जैसे हम कोई लोन लेते हैं तो क्या करते हैं आरबीआई कुछ पर्टिकुलर लोन्स पे इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ा देता है जिससे अगर कस्टमर का प्रीवियस पे कोई होम लोन चल रहा है अगर उस पर उसने इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ा दिया तो उससे क्या होता है उसका होम लोन का भी टेन्योर बढ़ जाता है वो रेपो रेट होता है सर जो आरबीआई ने अभी पिछले कुछ महीनों से रेपो रेट बढ़ा दिया है काफी सारे लोन्स का.
वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट श्रुति. सो इट मींस लोन्स ही बढ़ेंगे बाकी कुछ नहीं बढ़ेगा या बाकी भी चीजें बढ़ेंगी?
सर इससे फिर एफडी का भी होगा जो जिनकी बैंक में एफडीज है या आरडीज है उसमें भी इंटरेस्ट बढ़ेगा साथ में.
ओके वेरी गुड. चलो we'll start the topic of the day then. Any other inputs, guys? Would you like to add anything on this? How it works? Something is meant. Huh? Question was, you might have seen when recession comes and all these duration, you might have heard interest rates are going up, interest rates are going down. What are these interest rates?
Okay, so what I know ki there are repo rates and reverse repo rate, and even there is bank rate. There are many instruments by which RBI and government tries to suck the money from market or liquidate money in the market. So,
ये मैं समझ गया, but which interest rates are these, Pratik?
Okay, if RBI increases repo rate, so banks also increases their interest rate विथ सम लाइक फ्री फ्लोट में रहता है, अगर किसी ने लिया हुआ तो उनके बढ़ जाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ लोग मतलब फ्लैट ले लेते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं उसको.
So my question is, let me ask the question: what will happen to deposits, Pratik? Increase, decrease, interest rates of deposits?
Yeah, that will also increase if reverse repo rate is increased.
And what will happen to if reverse repo rate is increasing? What will happen to repo rate? Increase or decrease?
Increase होगा, दोनों साथ में होगा.
Are you sure? One is reverse opposite, another is repo.
दोनों पढ़ेंगे सर.
Okay, one more question. What will happen to FDs, RDs? What will happen to FDs and RDs? Savings.
RDs का interest rate also, RDs also, RDs interest rate will also increase when reverse repo rate and repo rates are increasing.
Oh, very well tried. Yeah.
FD interest rate will decrease. I think so.
वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ guys. What will happen? How it will happen?
See, basically RBI लोन क्यों, मतलब इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ाता क्यों है? मार्केट से पैसा लेने के लिए, मतलब सक करने के लिए. तो अगर मतलब इस पे ज्यादा मुनाफा मिल रहा है या ज्यादा परसेंट अपने को इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है, तो लोग FD/RD में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं रिसेशन में. तो दोनों साइड बाय साइड ही चलता है, मतलब ये होगा तो दोनों का इंक्रीज होगा, नहीं तो दोनों का डिक्रीज होगा.
शांति होगी थोड़ा, टीचर चुप हो जाए. See, so guys, before I proceed further, I would be asking you this thing. I am written few things in the chat box. Please go through these things. You have to tell me, first you have to do the research. What will be the impact of all these things on inflation? What will be impact of all these things on inflation, guys? Very simple. Chat mein rehne do. No need to note it down right now. Take time and do Google research. I'm here itself. It's individual task. Everybody. Right? All go one by one, write down Forex. What Forex, if Forex increases, what will happen to inflation? If income increases, what will happen to inflation? So you have to find their relation with inflation. Everyone.
Can you please repeat Forex, income and what other topics?
ये मैंने chat box में लिखा है. You can use a chat box. Forex, income, black money, population, cost of production, money supply, indirect taxes, government expenditure, exports, imports, goods supply chain and subsidies. First, we have to find what will be their impact on inflation. Direct, indirect, क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों कम हो रहा है, क्यों ज़्यादा हो रहा है. You have to find it individually for each one of this. Take a time. I am here itself. All right, class.
Forex means foreign that foreign
currency अगर बढ़ती है इंडिया में तो what will happen?
Okay.
So I will be giving you how much time would must be there, should be required. It would be 15 minutes would be fine, I think. Guys, I don't want just the relation. I want the answer why it will increase. हर चीज का मुझे why चाहिए होगा, why it will increase or decrease. All right, everybody? I will be asking question from any one of you. Hi, Karuna. Yes.
Okay. So Forex, population, income, taxes and
chat box में देख लो, Karuna.
Sir, not able to access chat box.
You are logging in with the mobile phone?
Mobile, yes.
Very good, very good. So लिखो Forex, income, black money, population, cost of production, money supply, direct taxes, indirect taxes, hoarding, government expenditure, बहुत सारे हैं, exports, imports, supply chain and subsidies.
Okay.
कुछ छूट तो नहीं गया? Shall I
No,
repeat
sir.
it once more?
No, sir. Forex, income, population, direct tax, black money, cost of production, money supply, holdings,
Import,
government
exports,
expenditure,
supply chain
import, export,
subsidies.
supply chain.
Very,
Sir.
very good. You have to find how they will impact inflation and why. Why is very important over here. All right, everybody.
Okay.
Chalo.
Thank you.
I will be meeting you at 7:45. 15 minutes would be fine, I think. Or maybe before than this. यही होगा मैं आपके पास. If you face any doubts, you can ask me. Those who have not written it, you can see the screen as well. I'm doing the screen share. Just a moment. Yes, class.
I'm audible.
Yes, Deepak. Deepak, you were saying something? Who was saying, am I audible?
Am I audible, sir?
Audible, Deepak. Yes.
Hello.
Audible, audible. Deepak, you can type in the chat box if you want to.
Sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, so what does hoarding mean, sir?
Hoarding means when you are having any commodity and when you try to hoard that. Hoard in the sense you try to illegally store that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
For example, you might have heard the examples of onion. People try to hoard that to increase their prices.
Okay. Thank
Got
you.
it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So done class. Everyone will need some time. Need some more time. Guys, yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 2
Done?
minutes more.
अच्छा
Yes,
चलो
sir.
ठीक है ठीक है Done, everyone?
Done, sir.
Okay, great. Yes, guys, what will happen if population increases? What will happen to inflation?
Increase.
Inflation
Why
increase.
increase?
Population will increase.
Due to increase in
Inflation will
population,
increase due to demand will increase.
Demand for the goods will be increased.
Mhm. Okay. What will happen if the government expenditure increases?
inflation
There
is
will be
high,
no
sir.
effect, sir.
Expenditure is
No
There will
increased,
be
then
inflation will be
also increase, sir.
increased.
Increase, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Because
How inflation will increase?
money is injected
Mhm.
by the
Due
means
to
of government projects or any other projects in economy or infrastructure building
Mhm.
wale projects in economy, so that the demand will rise up because people will have money in pocket to spend.
Good. What will happen if subsidies are given?
inflation is
Again,
increased.
prices will
Increase.
rise up.
Slow. Pratik, you wait now. Yes, right, Mohan.
Due to increase in subsidies, inflation also increase, sir.
Okay. Are you sure on this?
Yes, sir.
All right. What will happen if we have good supply chain? What will happen to inflation?
If supply chain is good, inflation will reduce, sir. If supply chain is not good, then inflation increase.
All right. Very good. Now let's discuss this thing. Now, guys, focus over here. Now, this is the base of this chapter, and this is the base why we are discussing this. Inflation is very important for any country. Means inflation plays a very important role in all the countries. If inflation goes up, that is also not a good thing. If inflation goes down, that's also not a good thing. It has to be maintained at an optimum level. That is around 5%. 5 से 6% है, it's good. 5% is good. Less than 5% is not good. More than 5% is not good. All right. Now let's discuss step by step. Now, guys, whatever happens, if money supply increases, your inflation will increase. Just remember this thing in your mind. In any case, if money supply is increasing in a country, it will increase the inflation, right? For example, if Forex increases, Forex means foreign currency is coming in India. It is increasing the money supply, right? We had done that story. For example, let's do that story again so that it gives you a good revision. So if right now I give 2,000 rupee to each one of you, right? What would you do, guys? And there is only one shop in your area. This is your shop. Only one shop is there in the area. And the shopkeeper is having only 10, 20 chocolates. What would you do? You are in your school days when you are having your, summer holidays. जब गर्मियों की छुट्टियां पड़ती थी, when your grandmother used to give you money. What you used to do with that money? तो आप क्या करते थे पैसे का? Shruti, what would you do with the money? Arvind, what would you do?
Chocolates.
You'll buy something, right? So if there is only one shop at that area, and you'll all start coming to that shopkeeper, the prices of commodities will start going up. And why this is happening? The main reason is money supply is very high right now. You all are having money. इस situation को बोलते हैं high liquidity and high money supply. Whenever money supply will increase in the market, that will lead to increase in the inflation. So it means money supply is directly proportional to inflation. I hope everyone is with me till now. Right. Now, यहाँ पे भी वही हो रहा है. What is happening now? Now, government is trying to, you can say, see, over here, money supply is increasing, and this increases money supply increases inflation. Same. If Forex increases, guys, what will happen? Now, people will be having a lot of foreign currency. Foreign currency will be more. It means money is more. So if money supply is more, inflation will increase. So again, this is directly proportional. right? Now, same will happen with salary. Now, if salary increases, if all of you get job and all of you get salaries, right, it will increase the money supply. Why? Because you all will be having money. So whenever money supply is increased, again inflation will increase. So what I'm doing over here, I am relating everything with money supply. Getting the point? Now, black money. Black money, when is invested in real estate, जब real estate में ना चुपके से पैसे डालते हैं, when people infuse money in real estate, in hidden way, it increases the money supply. अगर ब्लैक मनी चुपके से कहीं आप खरीदते हो कुछ, वो चुपके से that will increase the money supply and that will also increase the inflation, guys. Getting my point? Similarly, population increase. So if all of you are having one rupee each, it means money supply is high, right? So I am relating everything with money supply, guys, over here. So, and whenever this money supply will increase, again, inflation will increase. So with population, guys, demand will be high. And why demand will be high? Because of high money supply. Because सबके पास अगर एक रुपया भी होगा, तो money supply and liquidity will be high in the market. So that will again increase the inflation. Just see, guys, how everything is related with inflation. And this government knows कि ऐसा कुछ होता है. Same goes cost of production. Now, for example, if this pen is costing me 10 rupee, but the cost of production goes up, this pen will cost me 20 rupee now. So that also increases the inflation, right? Inflation का मतलब होता है, what does inflation means? I didn't tell you that. Inflation means, what is the definition of inflation, guys? How can you define inflation?
In layman language,
layman language.
High in price rise.
प्राइस राइज, ठीक है. कोई और डेफिनेशन भी दे सकते हैं, किसी और तरीके से बोला जा सकता है. सो कैन आई स्पीक इन सम अनदर वे? बोला जा सकता है. सो कैन आई स्पीक इन सम अनदर वे? डिक्रीजिंग. यस अभिषेक, एब्सोल्युटली, वेरी गुड अभिषेक.
Demand is more, but the supply price is high.
हाँ,
Yeah, so demand will be more.
इसको क्या बोल सकते हैं? When the commodity prices are going up, means earlier this pen was costing me 10 rupee, now it is costing me 20 rupee. This is one way of saying it. Any commodity price can go up. Second way of saying it, the purchasing power of currency is going down. Means whatever I was earlier used to buy it at 10 rupee, now I have to pay 20 rupee, right? So this is inflation. So cost of production, if it increases, it will increase the inflation, right? Now, direct taxes and indirect taxes. See, guys, when government is imposing taxes on you, that taxes are reducing your money. For example, you are having 10,000 rupee. Now, because of taxes, 8,000 is left now. So that money is going down. And whenever money supply will go down, inflation will go down. So it is having inverse relation with inflation. With me, everybody? Whatever thing will increase money supply in the market, that will increase the inflation, and whatever will decrease the money supply in the market, that will, decrease the inflation. As simple as that. Hoarding का तो simple है. आपने देखा होगा whenever, yeah.
But if indirect taxes are increased, then inflation will increase, right?
No. Taxes आप ऐसे रखते हो ना, जैसे आप
direct
अच्छा of the product. ठीक है. हाँ. ठीक है. Got it. This is having direct inverse relation, because यहाँ पे होगा, if indirect taxes Lay's packet is 10 rupee and you have to pay some extra taxes, it will increase the rate. Now hoarding में भी same होगा. When you hoard a thing, it will get increase. Means you do hoarding of onion, tomatoes, so उसका price बढ़ जाता है. Government expenditure means when government is giving extra money for doing the job. So money supply is increasing because I am government. I am paying you money. I am paying Karuna money to build a hospital. I am paying Mohan money to build roads. I am paying more money. I am infusing more money. So infusing of money increases money supply, and with increase of money supply, guys, government expenditure say money supply will increase and inflation will increase. Now export. If I am doing exports, guys, money is coming in. मैं कुछ बेच रहा हूँ. I am selling something to foreign country, right? So when I am selling something to foreign country, what I am getting money. So money supply will increase, and because of that, inflation will increase. So everything. Yes, Alfaz.
Sir, I am little bit sorry.
Please go ahead.
Little bit confused in subsidies. How will they decrease inflation, sir?
Subsidies, I'll come to this, right? Okay. Now imports. Now imports पे क्या है? I am buying something. So to buy, I am giving money. So money is going out of my pocket. So money supply is decreasing. So it is having inverse relation. Right with me, everybody?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
When I was searching in Google about effects of imports, like when it comes to production, the production cost will be increased in case of import. Again, that will leads to decrease in the price.
Abhishek, please repeat yourself.
Yeah, when the imports increases, it increases the production cost also. When the production cost is increased, it will directly proportional to inflation, right? Like
Absolutely. Things are quite linked with each other. But why I am doing with respect to money supply, because I want to make you understand a concept that is just going to come in a short while. All right. I am relating everything with money supply, and our topic and the module name is money market. Something is related to money over here, right? That's why I'm relating everything to money supply. All right. Subsidies, guys, subsidies को आप ऐसा भी रख लो. There are multiple types of subsidies. Subsidies in transportation, subsidies in ration shops when you're getting food to eat. So if subsidies decreases, so people have to buy more, and to buy more, right, demand will increase. And if subsidies are increased, things with prices will go down actually. तभी तो आपको सस्ते में खाना मिलता है in India. So subsidies helps inflation to go down. Basically, it is having inverse relation over here, because otherwise you have to buy yourself, and when you buy yourself, demand will increase, money supply will increase in the market, and this is how it is. But in subsidies, you don't have to use money. It is given by the government. So it tends to decrease the inflation. With me, Faz, got the point?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to ask one thing from all of you now. What is the difference between monetary policy and fiscal policy? उसके बाद में ब्रेक दे दूंगा, थोड़ा सा रुक लो चिन में. हाँ, इस टॉपिक को खत्म कर लेते हैं, then I'll give you break. What do you think? What is the difference between monetary policy and fiscal policy?
So, fiscal policies are policies related to government decisions about tax and government spendings. But monetary policies are the decision related to money and credit in an economy. Of central bank, we can say, take the monetary decisions with the government.
चलो ऐसा करते हैं. हाँ, Alfa's point is noted. Let's do one thing. Let's take a break, and after the break we'll continue, because otherwise बहुत लंबा जाएगा and you will get irritated. जैसे break नहीं दे रहे. So we'll meet at 8:21. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's everyone join. So guys, what's going on in your day-to-day lives? I'm very bad at doing loose talks, guys. I'm a kind of man who just do work and that's it. I'm really bad at this. Means I have many trainers जो तो सब पूछ लेते हैं खाने में क्या खाया, क्या किया. I'm really bad at this. Means I can't talk, out of the job part. So whenever it feels like you can talk, No issues at all. Now, guys, we are discussing monetary policy now. I hope everyone is back. What do you think? What could be the difference between monetary policy and fiscal policy? What comes in your mind? With fiscal policy, you might have heard the term fiscal policy, monetary policy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Alfaz. Alfaz, आपने तो मेरे को आंसर दे दिया है. I got your answer. Guys, one more thing. I really apologize if sometimes I have to say to someone that you hold for a while and then let others speak. उसका पीछे का logic ये रहता है. The logic behind this, that person might be knowing that thing. So I really want everyone to give this chance. All right. So whenever I say something like that, so guys, please don't mind it. Just generally, I'm saying, there are no emotions when I'm into flow of the session. So I just teach. I can't even do loose talks as well. So all right. So that's why I give everyone a chance to speak, and I know who knows the facts and who don't know the fact. So I only say I tend to confuse you basically. Yes, coming to point. जैसे अभी मैंने अल्फाज को कहा, अल्फाज just wait for a while because I know Alfaz knows the answer, but I want everyone to try. This is the main logic. All right. So what do you mean by monetary policy and fiscal policy, guys? Have you heard these terms before? सुना सा लग रहा है कुछ, श्रुति? Yes, Sujit.
Sorry, it is a set of monetary policy means it is a set of actions to control the overall money supply in the nation.
Okay, very good. And what is fiscal policy then?
Fiscal policy means it is the spending of the government for the macroeconomic development of the country.
Okay. Any other inputs, guys? Anyone would like to add anything to this? So let's discuss it over here. So guys, just focus over here. There are two things which I asked you. One is monetary policy. It is something linked to money. That's why the word money is given a monetary policy. And it is something related to money supply. As the English word suggests you. हम लोग अभी कोई deep में नहीं गए. Just English word. English word is monetary policy, money. And we just discussed right now, अभी हमने क्या पढ़ा? How money supply is affecting the inflation. We discussed this thing, right? So it means it is a policy of government which is trying to regulate, control money supply. Or money supply control में आ गई, then what will government can control? What can government control, guys, according to you?
Inflation.
Absolutely. Inflation. ये जितना भी हमने अभी तक पढ़ा, whatever we discussed, that's why I gave you this activity. That you'll not forget. Now, all these things, imports, exports, holding, money, forex, ये सब जितना भी हमने पढ़ा, whatever we discussed right now, all these are affecting money supply, right? And money supply is increasing or decreasing the inflation. So monetary policy is the policy that is affecting the money supply, guys. And with affecting money supply, government can control inflation. It's very interesting. सोचो government inflation control कर सकती है. This is called as monetary policy. And 2 days back, we had discussed one more thing, guys. IMF, something like that. कुछ पढ़ा था हमने. IMF, World Bank. I hope you remember. What was the full form of IMF?
Yes.
International
Monetary Fund.
International Monetary Fund. Now, again, यहाँ पे monetary word आया. Again, a monetary word came. Now, what do you think? What is the main role of IMF then? What comes in mind?
Money supply in the whole world.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, जैसे ये word है ना, monetary policy. Again, this is just English, guys. Use of words, play of words. IMF का मतलब है International Monetary Fund. It means this organization tends to make policies for a country and for the world. Guys, with me, everyone, concept is clear to everyone? So monetary policy basically helps, Monetary policy basically helps in regulating money supply. And with the regulation of money supply, inflation can be controlled. and internationally it is done by IMF. IMF का क्या काम होता है? It helps. So let me draw a diagram over here. Just give me a moment, huh? This is it, right? Now, coming over here, how it works basically, let me show you. सबसे पहले आता है the first and the foremost person who comes over here, that is RBI. RBI comes, right? Then comes all the banks. Yeah, सारे के सारे banks. These are all the banks of India. ये सब के सब banks हैं. छोटे बड़े, all the banks are there. So let me write banks as B. And then comes we people of India. These are Aam Aadmi of India. We normal people, going job, coming back from job, tired, attending lectures. So somewhere are weak, somewhere are like this. यहाँ पे ऊपर बैठता है IMF. As such, not always, but IMF sits over here. This is the hierarchy basically. Now, what will happen now? In the story, when I gave you 2,000 rupee, everyone was having 2,000. You were spending the money because money supply was high, inflation was high. So this is happening over here. And these people are having money, a lot of money, liquidity is high, money supply is high. Everything will go up. Because of money supply, everything will go up. Even stock market will go up. Yesterday, I gave you example of stock market. I hope you remember. अगर money supply बढ़ती है तो stock market भी बढ़ती है. Bond price भी बढ़ेंगे. Everything will increase. Now, government is very clever and very sharp, guys. What government will do? Government will tend to increase or decrease the interest rates. That we are going to just discuss now. All right. Government decrease करेगी interest rate को. Government will suck back the money. Let me change the color. Government will take the money back from people by changing the interest rates. Or government can give money back to people by again changing the interest rates. Very simple and very interesting. So what is the role of IMF over here? IMF का क्या role रहेगा? IMF ऐसे चुपचाप बैठेगा. IMF will not do anything. But if this country is not doing good, for example, Sri Lanka, for example, Pakistan, if these countries are not doing good, IMF will come and advise the central bank of the country कि ऐसी policy बनाओ, make a policy like this, so that they can regulate the interest rates in a better way. So all these people, all these stakeholders are impacting monetary policy and money supply of the nation. This is the main crux of the entire conversation. ये सारा का सारा जो भी हो रहा है, whatever is happening, it is to just change the money supply and to change inflation, guys. With me, everybody, till now?
Yes, sir.
One more thing that I asked you just a moment back, fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is a confusing word, guys. Fiscal policy को सीधा बोलते हैं budget, जो आपका होता है, which comes every year in February, right? So जो budget है, budget is fiscal policy. Just a technical term which they have given to just confuse learners like you. Otherwise, जो budget आता है साल में एक बार, that is fiscal policy. Now, the thing is that budget comes once in a year, right? What is the main role of budget में क्या होता है, guys? क्या करते हैं budget में हम लोग? Just मैम आती हैं एक finance minister speech देके चले जाते हैं. Is it so like that? Or is it something very important for the country? What is decided in the budget, according to you?
Allocation of expenditure of government.
What would be expenditure and income of the government?
Income, yes. So government is there. See guys, हमेशा याद रखना, always remember, government is not doing charity, right? Maharashtra government, Himachal government, they are not doing charity. They are business entities. उनको भी profit में रहना है. Even governments needs to be in profit. So government have expenditures. And government have revenues. Revenue यहाँ रखते हैं starting में. Revenue. Revenue will come from taxes, and expenditure could be, building a school, road, hospital. These are expenditures. हमेशा revenue ज़्यादा ही होना चाहिए. Revenue should be high. And how can government, increase the revenues, guys? Any suggestions? Using high taxes, right?
Yeah.
Tax. Direct taxes, indirect taxes, many things, indirect taxes like that. ये सारा करके, ठीक है प्रतीक? Now the thing is that over here, these things are decided in fiscal policy, budget. कि पैसा कहाँ से आएगा और पैसा कहाँ लगेगा. From where money will come to government and where money will be applied. It could be any way around. That is decided in budget, right? Now, budget is done by finance minister, and it is done once in a year, one time per year. Once per year. I hope this is okay, right? So this is for fiscal policy, but monetary policy में things are different. Monetary policy is given by, first of all, central bank of the country. Central bank of country. And who is our central bank?
RBI.
RBI, absolutely. RBI decides this. Now, one more thing that is important over here, that is, it is done every quarter, half yearly or yearly? Annually, Divyash?
Quarterly.
Quarterly.
2 months.
So it is done every quarter.
Quarterly or 2 months? I don't know.
Every quarter. So it is done every quarter, guys. So हर quarter में RBI will change the policy, whereas fiscal policy is just done once in a year. There is a big difference, right? Now the thing is that comes into play over here. It means monetary policy play a very important role in controlling inflation, right? Now one more story. I want to add one more story. अभी तक story में क्या था? I had given you 2,000 rupees, everybody, right? And you are having free money, which is coming from me or from your grandfather in your summer holidays. ऐसे ही चल रहा है अभी तक, ठीक है? What would you do? You'll buy chocolates and you'll inflate the prices of chocolate. This is only one shop. All of you are coming to this shop and all you are buying the chocolates. Inflation is going up. You're getting with me? यहाँ तक सब क्या ठीक है? Now, because demand is increasing, because of high money supply, it impacts the demand. This shopkeeper will call the wholesaler. Wholesaler will call the factory owner, and he will say, I need more supply now because people are demanding more chocolates. Now, what factory owner will do? Factory owner will take loan and he will establish a new company. So new company is established, right? So once a new company is established, it will generate more employment. More people will be employed. More machinery will be in. More factories will be set up. So हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? Let me show you over here. What is happening now? Inflation में चलते हैं. Because of inflation, right? Because of money supply first. Money supply is high, right? You all are having money right now. सबके पास पैसा है. सबको छुट्टी में पैसा मिला. मैंने पैसा दिया या आपके पापा मम्मी ने पैसा दिया. Everyone gave you money, right? Now, using this money, you went and you purchased something. But it increased the price. So because of this, demand increase, and because of demand, inflation increase. अभी तक ये सभी मेरे साथ. But guys, because of inflation, one good thing is also happening. That good thing is that people are establishing new factories. So because of new factories, employment is generated. Employment is generated. See, it is so much interrelated. लेकिन इससे तो ये मतलब बना, इससे तो one outcome comes out of this, and that outcome, it wants to say that inflation is increasing growth as well, guys. Because I hope you remember GDP. GDP is production in the country. So यहाँ पे जब inflation is increasing, it is also increasing the GDP of the country. ये तो थोड़ा सा contradictory हो गया. Inflation is increasing, but with increase of inflation, GDP is also increasing. Because just an example, you are buying chocolates. That chocolate shopkeeper will ask the factory owner. Factory owner will set up a new factory, new machine. New people will good cycle. तब तो inflation बढ़ नहीं. It's your take on this. What's your take on this, guys? No take. Retake.
Import of goods
Abhishek,
and
what do you
service
think?
increase.
Sir, now
Karuna,
I
please
got
go
an
ahead.
answer for.
Yes,
Sir,
Karuna,
import
please
of
go
goods
ahead.
and service will also increase.
Supply, you want to say?
Yes.
Chalo, I'll be coming to this, Karuna, very soon. And whenever I say to a person that your answer is wrong or I'll get back to you, it could be wrong or it could be I'm checking your confidence as well. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Sometimes I may teach, something and which I ask a question from you. You may be giving the right answer, but I may at that point of time tell you that you have to wait, maybe. Now, what do you think, guys? This is so contradictory as such. Right, Karuna? Karuna is saying inflation is increasing, new factories. So inflation ko rok ke rakho. So it means, guys, if I tell you in different way, if we reduce this inflation, let's say in different way, if I reduce the inflation, there will be no factories, no new factories. ये तो फंस गए फिर. अगर inflation decrease करे, तो development भी तो कम होगी फिर. Now you are Prime Minister of India now, guys. Think in that way. You are a very busy person. I know, so many things to do. Election आ रहे, election जीतने हैं. But this is also very important, guys. Think, what would you do? Which one you'll choose? Growth or inflation? Abhishek, please. I want your input on this. Abhishek, you were saying something at that point of time.
No, sir. My input was regarding this flow, sir, not about growth and inflation.
Okay. Any inputs, Pratik? Anyone can give the inputs. Alfaz, Imran, Azlan.
If I am the Prime Minister, then I will control.
Chinmay, today you are not turning on the camera. Why so? हमें दिखा दो अपनी अच्छी सी कंफर्टेबल सी कुर्सी. हम भी देख लें जरा your comfortable chair, your hairstyle.
Sir, can I give my input now?
अरे anytime, you don't need to ask. Chinmay, आप अपना कैमरा ऑन करोगे then you speak.
Sir,
Yes, Abhishek.
Sir, in third day class, we discussed about sectors like manufacturing sectors, service sectors, and
very good you remember.
Okay, so here we got answer for that, like why we needed to focus on manufacturing. Because if India focused on manufacturing here, we could easily focus on growth because employment will be increased with the help of inflation. But there is less industries which can manufacture. Even the inflation increases, the possibility of increase in employment or increase in factories, there is less chance at this time.
Abhishek, point noted.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's why obviously it increases the demand, and to increase the factories, obviously the India should focus on manufacturing. Then only we can focus on both inflation and the growth.
Point noted. Absolutely. Chinmay, your chance now. The screen is stuck. You were saying something.
I was telling that if I am the Prime Minister, then I will control inflation.
Will control inflation. Good. Now, any other inputs, guys? Anyone who would like to give inputs? No need. Don't worry. Just try at least. No inputs. Chalo. I'll let you know. So, yes, everything is correct over here. Whatever I taught you, absolutely everything is correct. It's just to tell you one more thing, guys. Money supply has direct relation with inflation, and inflation has direct relation with growth. It's a hard fact, but it is how it is. If inflation increases, growth always increases. These are brother and sister. They'll go hand in hand together. ये हमेशा साथ चलेंगे. So if money supply increase, yes, inflation will increase, and that will increase growth of that sector as well. This happened in stock market as well. When money supply increases with the people invest in stock market. So stock market goes up. So growth of the stock market also takes place. But there is a change over here now. That changes. Yes, using monetary policy. ये जो monetary policy है, इस monetary policy से we can change inflation. But with the change of inflation, you have to compromise on growth as well. But यहाँ पे एक थोड़ा सा change है. We have a small change. So where should I write this? Just give me a moment. I hope everyone has written these things, guys. Means you have noted these things down. चलिए यहाँ करता हूँ. Monetary policy of USA. USA. Guys, what do you think? What is the main focus of monetary policy of USA? What comes in your mind? What will Mr. Trump, if he would have, or Mr. Biden, what will he choose? Inflation? Two options, inflation or growth. What will they choose?
Growth.
Why do you think so?
Growth. Inflation is already there, sir.
Inflation is already less, you want to say?
Because
Yes.
The Americans have capitalist.
Okay.
Okay, they will focus on growth because they already have big manufacturing sector. So growth may contribute होगा तो even if inflation increases, so there will be more competition, due to which prices will also remain competitive. तो इतना असर नहीं पड़ेगा इन्फ्लेशन का, लेकिन ग्रोथ का ज्यादा पड़ेगा.
See guys, every country has a monetary policy. Monetary policy हर country में होती है. All the countries have monetary policies. But the target is different for all the countries. USA में they target growth. तो अगर आप बोल रहे हो growth बढ़ेगा, तो inflation तो बढ़ेगा ही guys, because these things are directly proportional to each other. It's never like that growth will increase, inflation will not increase. Inflation will increase. Trust me on this. ये दुनिया की हर गवर्नमेंट को it's a dilemma. What thing to choose? Growth or inflation? It's a dilemma, guys. Dilemma आता है हर गवर्नमेंट को. Now, USA government chooses growth. Yes, inflation is very high in USA. बहुत high है inflation वहाँ पे. People are, एक room rent is costing you lakhs and lakhs of rupee. Monthly room rent, I'm saying. अगर आपने सिर्फ हेयर कट लेना हो, जिसके बाल नहीं है उनको तो बहुत अच्छा है, right? Who don't have hair, for them it's good. But if Chinmay, you want to have a haircut in USA, you have to pay $50-100. 8-10 हजार रुपए सिर्फ आपको बाल कटाने का देना पड़ेगा. So for you, it's not good. So the thing is that, guys, in these countries, inflation is very high, exceptionally high. But how they manage this? They manage this with growth. People are having purchasing power as well. Getting a point? तो वहां पे क्या choose करते हैं? These countries choose growth. They don't choose inflation. And वहां पे, yes, people are poor there as well. वहां पे inequality बहुत ज्यादा है. They have, rich is becoming more richer and poor is becoming more poorer in USA as well. वहां बहुत गरीबी है. But वहां का गरीब भूखा नहीं मर रहा है. The poor person of USA is not dying out of hunger. The living standard is quite high. वहां का poor का मतलब है, definition of poor in that country is that he may not have a home, he may not have a car, he may not have insurance. This is poor, definition of poor. India में definition of poor is he is not getting meals to eat. अगर खाना नहीं मिला ना, he'll die. So now coming to Indian monetary policy. Indian monetary policy, guys, monetary policy is directly only working on inflation. इसी में ही काम करती है. We have to. So inflation कम होगी तो growth क्या होगी? कम या ज्यादा?
ज्यादा होगी.
Guys, low growth. Inflation is low. Growth will also low because these are directly proportional. Why I am saying this? अगर growth, inflation घटाते हैं, if I decrease inflation, so now let's go with the story again. अब क्या हुआ? What I did, I took money from all of you. मैंने आप सबसे पैसे ले लिए वापस. You had 2000 rupees, everybody. Now I took money from Alphas, Pratik, सब मुझे पैसा दो वापस, आपने सबने दे दिया. Now what will this shopkeeper do? ये shopkeeper क्या करेगा? No one is buying chocolates. Shopkeeper will call the factory owner, भाई कोई खरीद नहीं रहा है, दुकान बंद करो. So that factory owner will shut down the factory. And the employment, people who were employed, they will lose their employment. उनकी नौकरी गई. So now the chocolate was earlier 20 rupees. Now the price of chocolate will come down because there is no demand. But if there is no demand, that will also leading to shutting down of the factories, and it is also leading unemployment as well. So inflation low होना भी गलत है country के लिए. So India compromises guys on growth. हम लोग compromise करते हैं growth में for our poor people. हम लोग सोचते हैं inflation low रखना रहेगा. अगर इंडिया में if growth goes high, inflation will also go high. How will people eat? That's why we have ration depots. That's why we have free education in government colleges. That's why we have what we have. We have free medical services just to help the poor people. So this is about monetary policy. So Indian monetary policy is directing and targeting inflation only, whereas USA's monetary policy is targeting growth. उनका अलग concept है. They are having a different concept. Indian government is having different concept because we have different agendas. Any doubts anywhere, guys? Now, I hope the concept of monetary policy is clear to everybody from all the aspects.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts over here? So, अगर आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर होते इंडिया के, if you were prime minister of India, what would you choose? Growth or inflation?
Inflation.
Inflation.
Alphas is saying growth. Why Alphas? Growth. Why growth in India?
Because we have lack in growth, and I am little bit capitalist.
But still, you know, अगर हमारे poverty कम हो गई ना, Alphas, if we have low poverty ना, then we can choose growth. But anyhow, nowadays inflation is quite high. It's 7% of documents में ना, 7% is in documents. It could be around 10 to 11% because this government, I'm not against any government, but this government has changed the numbers a bit. थोड़े numbers ना घुमाए इन लोगों ने. Sensex निकलवाया आज तक 2011 में होता. Sensex should be done in 2021. It's not done. Employment data is also not released from Niti Aayog. They had changed the base rates, base years. GDP पहले हमारी used to be calculated with respect to 2014. They decreased it to 2002. तो उसमें तो ज़्यादा ही दिखेगी GDP फिर. तो थोड़ा तो किया numbers का झोल झाल. तो people and you know they also play with words. The words कैसे play? They play with words that you know we are again fastest growing economy. ठीक है, fastest growing है. We are biggest economy of what? World or Asia? So they say Asia. So again, you know, these are play of words, guys. शब्दों के खेल हैं, you know, how we are playing. So multiple things come into play. So coming to monetary policy back, guys, I hope the concept is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's come back to just give me a moment, huh? Let me check if something is left or not. Okay, now yesterday I had asked you a question that can government print currency, and many of you said no, many of you said yes as well. So can government print currency? Deepak, coming to your topic now. Yes, guys, government can print currency as much as they like. जितना पैसा छापना है छाप सकते हो. मोदी जी की मशीन, मोदी जी रात को पैसा छाप दें, जितना मर्जी खरीद लें, जो खरीदना. They can do it. And they do it as well. USA's government सब खत्म हो जाएगा. देख, सबको दे दो, पैसा दे दो सबको, बस सब खत्म. ऐसा करते नहीं हम. There's a reason behind it. Now I'm coming to that. Even USA's government, prints a lot of dollars, बहुत dollars print करते हैं क्योंकि see it's their currency, they can do anything they want, they do these things. So let me tell you how currency work basically. Okay. Now before इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर दीपक, अगेन आई हैव वन मोर थिंग टू आस्क फ्रॉम यू. ये चलो हम ऐसा करते हैं, ब्रेक ले लेते हैं. आफ्टर द ब्रेक विल आस्क, सो यू विल गेट योर आंसर आफ्टर सम टाइम दीपक, इट विल टेक सम मोर टाइम. पहले आरबीआई में देखना पड़ेगा हमें कि आरबीआई और गवर्नमेंट के बीच में टसल क्यों होती है. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ टसल बिटवीन आरबीआई एंड गवर्नमेंट. आपने सुना होगा आरबीआई गवर्नमेंट से लड़ रहा है, गवर्नमेंट आरबीआई से लड़ रही है, ऑलवेज इट कीप्स ऑन हैपनिंग, ऑलवेज. कुछ तो होगा, देयर मस्ट बी a reason behind it, why they are always fighting with each other. Sometimes you might have a government ने नौकरी छोड़ दी, sometimes government is saying ऐसा नहीं ऐसा करो, something is always happening, right? So we need to understand that reason first, and then you will get the answer why government is not printing money or why they are printing money. All right, so let's do one thing, let's take a break. So we'll meet at 9:10. Have your dinner guys, and Vishakha take rest, you had a tough day at your office. So हम ब्रेक के बाद करते हैं कंटिन्यू. All right. So I hope everyone is back after the break.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Praveen. Hello, Vishakha. After a long day at office.
Sir, every day it's like that only.
I do understand, don't worry. Part of life. Few people are lucky, few people have to do overtimes, what to do. Over here as well, some trainers are having one batch, some trainers are having two batches. I'm in the second category, two batches.
Sir,
So
it's
even
okay,
I'm not so lucky.
Yeah, sir, the thing is it's okay, they are paying us double rate, but then it is very tiring. Like last 6 months, it was complete night shift. I used to log in at 5:30 or 8:30, log out morning 5:30, at times 6:30, 7:30.
Oh God.
I used to sleep all day, sir. Now I can't sleep also. No time to study also. God knows what I'll do. So,
Don't worry, don't worry.
Pressure is more, sir. Private
thing is, I'm having a job at this time. That's it.
Pressure is more, sir. Private job में.
क्या दीपक, what you're saying? क्या बात है?
Pressure is more. ज़्यादा प्रेशर है सर प्राइवेट जॉब में ना.
तो गवर्नमेंट जॉब में सर
खून ही चूस लेते हैं सर.
हमारे भी प्राइवेट ही दीपक. यस.
गवर्नमेंट जॉब खाली मिलने में चाप है, उसके बाद और चाप नहीं.
Okay. Deepak, you were saying something. Please continue. Please end what were you saying?
सर मैं यही कह रहा था कि प्राइवेट में प्रेशर ज्यादा है, खून ही चूस लेते हैं पूरा. वो तो सोचते घर ही ना जाए, एम्प्लॉय यहीं रहे, घर जाए ना.
True.
Sir, how is working in?
Yes, Logesh.
Sir, how is working in investment banks?
ये जो विशाखा and Deepak is saying ना, multiplied by 100 times more. So 50 times more. Because guys, wherever money is involved, stress will always come. As simple as that. यहाँ पे तो पैसा इन्वॉल्व है, so stress will come always. Just imagine one thing, guys. एक चीज याद रखना, wherever stress would be there, those jobs would be paying you high, but you have to sell your peace of mind as well. You can see pilots. Pilots are paid very high because lives are involved. The job is very highly stressful. In pilots, in airports, you might have seen that, big tall tower and people are sitting, in the headphones telling which flight is coming from where. They are also very highly paid, highly stressed job. Army also very high stress jobs. What else? जो भी आप देख लो, जहाँ स्ट्रेस ज्यादा होगा ना, वहीं पे मजा भी आएगा, पैसा भी आएगा, बट स्ट्रेस भी आएगा. वेरी यस, करो ना.
CA also, sir.
हाँ, CA also. Yeah, a lot of work, guys.
License, yeah. License is like the license will be gone. Any mischiefs.
एडी ब्रिज में भी देख लो, 6 hours straight away teaching. 6 घंटे तो पढ़ाना है, उसके बाद वी हैव मीटिंग्स, वी हैव सो मेनी स्टफ टू डू एज वेल. तो 6 घंटे तो दीपक पढ़ाना है, 3 घंटे है वो, 3 घंटे अनदर बैच एज वेल. उसके बाद यू हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स टू डू, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, योर कॉल. सर रेज्यूमे चेक कर लो सर. सर ये इंग्लिश चेक. पूछो मत दीपक, पूछो मत. सुबह 7 बजे फिर क्लास होती है मेरी, मॉर्निंग 7. आई हैव वन मोर क्लास. अगर मैं लेट सोऊंगा तो सुबह नहीं उठ पाऊंगा, अगर लेट सोना भी पड़ता है कई बार. So everything is so interrelated. During day you have meetings, you have calls of learners. Sir ऐसा कर लेते हैं, सर ऐसा, सर ये वो. So I'm completely occupied, guys. Seriously.
How do you
So
manage
this is everywhere.
सर आपका मॉर्निंग वाला बैच भी हमारे साथ साथ ही चल रहा है.
नहीं वो आगे पीछे है थोड़ा. अब पढ़ाया तो सेम ही जाता है, बट
नहीं हमारे साथ साथ ही चल रहा है. जो यहाँ पढ़ रहा है वही वहाँ, मतलब टॉपिक सेम.
नहीं, topics are not same. It's advanced. वो आगे चल रहा है आपसे.
Sir, you are taking work from home?
No, it's hybrid, both ways.
Okay.
Sometimes work from home. Evenings तो work from home ही होता है, but दिन में आपको जाना पड़ता है office. You have to go to office sometimes for the meetings. And Praveen, यार, it is how life goes on. How you move in your life, you have to work more, you have to feed your family. This is how it works for everyone.
Yes.
So
हिमाचल प्रदेश में हूँ ना.
नहीं, I'm going back. मैं जब पिछली बार छुट्टी ली थी ना, when I took a holiday last, when Mansa ma'am came, so at that time I came over here. Now I'm going back. Maybe 15 अगस्त के आसपास जाएंगे, तब मूवी भी देख लेंगे, ओपनहाइमर, अजलान, तो हम घूम भी आएंगे. लाइक दैट.
हमको सिखाओ ना.
Azlan will tell us story of the movie.
Sir, I got 2 free tickets. That's why I'm going.
बढ़िया, फाइनेंस स्टूडेंट्स, डिस्काउंट में कुछ मिल जाए तो ले लो उसको.
फैमिली के साथ जाना, गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ. भाई बताए नहीं आपने.
पर्सनल क्वेश्चन.
नहीं, फैमिली के साथ तो नहीं जा.
चलो guys, let's not deviate from the topic. You ask it later on. Azlan is, shying. So guys, before I proceed further, if there is a topic of placements going on, let's discuss that as well. I had a doubt of a learner regarding placements. See guys, let me be very frank with you. क्या होता है? In all the colleges, जितने भी college होते हैं, colleges, what happens basically? If big company is coming, right? So that big company will have less number of seats. It's very obvious. Everyone knows this, right? Less seats would be there. If a small company is coming, more seats would be there, more vacancies, right? So for a college, guys, both things are important. Big companies are for, you can say, good reputation. Small companies are for mass hiring. आपने सुना होगा mass bulk hiring होती है companies में. So both plays very important role. And it is applicable over here in Edinburgh as well. अगर यहाँ बड़ी कंपनी आएगी guys, that big company will have small number of seats. Small companies will be there, but वो आपको पसंद नहीं आएगी, maybe salaries are low. But for a fresher, अगर जो तो fresher हैं यहाँ पे, उनके लिए तो it's good. फिर तो आप कहीं भी try मार सकते हो, small and big both. If you are experienced, then you have to wait. As simple as that. Because guys, last time Morgan Stanley and Nomura is also a good company, and Ernst & Young was there. वो आई, इतने बच्चे थे, उनकी सीट्स लिमिटेड थी and it got filled. So I really want to tell you beforehand itself, आप अपनी साइड से ना, see, इस कोर्स का बेस्ट वे क्या रहता है? What is the best outcome? I prepared for UPSC for 3 years, guys. वैसे तो if someone would say that is waste of time, but in my perspective, guys, I learned in those times. I improved my knowledge. I learned. I saw so many subjects. तो किसी चीज का नुकसान नहीं होता है. जहां तक भी पहुंचे, जिस स्टेज तक भी पहुंचे, I was very happy that I had, that background experience. Now same goes. It's up to you guys how you are making use of this course. See, मेरी ट्रेनिंग में आपको कभी कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. Whatever help you need from me, I will always be there. But few things will never be in my control as well. कि AWS का काम सिर्फ आपको होगा कंपनी तक पहुंचाना. Their job would be just to make you sit in the interview. What you are doing in the interview, how you are negotiating the salary, that will be completely in your hands, guys. अगर HR को आपकी शक्ल ही पसंद आ जाए, they may hire you. They may not hire you as well. Some companies, they give small salaries as well. But I have seen people who negotiate so well that they can negotiate more salaries over here in small companies as well. चाहे सैलरी का पैकेज 3 लाख था, लेकिन वो नेगोशिएट करके 5 लाख करके आए हैं, guys. Now one thing is that, guys, when over here the course will get completed, means when my certification will get completed, after that a placement will start. It can go up to 2-3 months, sometimes to 6 months as well. Why it is taking so much time? Because sometimes job learner को पसंद नहीं आएगी जो होगी. Learner will say सर मुझे और ऑप्शन चाहिए. तो वो सारा प्रोसेस चलता रहता है, guys. So what is my advice for you? See, make best use of learning. First of all, learning में best use मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ. The thing is that, guys, see, अगर आप वैसे equity का कोर्स करते हो, just equity course, you have to pay 13 to 14, 15,000 K. ये रेट है मार्केट का, सिर्फ इक्विटी का कोर्स, that too for 1 month and 1 hour every day. But in this course, derivatives are also there, bonds is also there, so many mutual funds are also there. It's quite a journalist course and quite a diverse course it is. मतलब ये कोई specialized course नहीं है, it's a journalist course. मतलब आपको सब कुछ पढ़ाया जाएगा. Specialized course means जैसे हम लोगों ने we had done courses of financial modeling and derivatives. उन कोर्सेज को करने को, टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करने को 3-3, 4-4 महीने लग जाते हैं. जस्ट सर्टिफिकेशन कोर्स, दीज आर कॉल्ड एज स्पेशलाइज्ड कोर्सेज. ये जो कोर्स है इसमें सब पढ़ाया जाएगा. दीज आर कॉल्ड एज जर्नलिस्ट कोर्स, ताकि आपको हर चीज की नॉलेज हो बिफोर यू एंटर इन द जॉब. सो व्हाट आई एडवाइस फॉर यू गाइस, मेक गुड रेज्यूमेस और अपनी साइड से अप्लाई करना भी शुरू करो. यू रियली डोंट नो, ऐसा भी हो सकता है मान लो 6 महीने बाद आपको मौका मिले. जैसे मैं अपना बताता हूँ, आई प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर यूपीएससी फॉर 3 years. उसमें मैं क्या कर सकता था बेटर? आई कुड हैव लर्न समथिंग एल्स एज वेल, पर वहां पे टाइम नहीं मिलता वैसे ऐसा आपको. बट आई थिंक आई मेड बेस्ट यूज ऑफ दैट टाइम. और उसके बाद जब मैं किसी और जॉब में गया, आई वाज वेरी इजीली हायर्ड. मुझे कोई ज्यादा दिक्कत की बात आई नहीं, बिकॉज आई वाज सो लर्न एंड वो स्कोर कार्ड ही मेरे लिए काफी हो गया. सो गाइज, इट इज कंप्लीटली अप टू योर स्किल सेट. आपका अगर स्किल सेट अच्छा हो जाता है ना, then if you have certificate, that certificate will really add you, will really give you a good boost in your career. लेकिन अगर मान लो सर्टिफिकेट है, नॉलेज नहीं है, then guys again there is no use of this certification. See, सर्टिफिकेशन अगर आ गई, नॉलेज नहीं आई, then again आप खुद बताओ कंपनी हायर करेगी क्या? नहीं करेगी ना. So the thing is that focus more on learning, guys, ताकि आपको कहीं भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले, you can easily land anywhere. और ये कोर्स अगर आपने अच्छे से सीख लिया, बट एवर आई टीच इन द क्लास, अगर सारा कुछ भी सीख लिया ना, और उसका 20-30% भी, इवन इफ यू आर एबल टू give answers in the interview whatsoever, it could be your side, AWS side, it will be a good thing for you guys. So my advice for you, instead of waiting for 2-3 months after the course, अक्टूबर के बाद नवंबर दिसंबर तक बात जाएगी, अभी से अप्लाई करना शुरू करो. अगर कहीं अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, गो फॉर इट. अगर आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाती है, आपके पास डबल बेनिफिट होगा. बेनिफिट क्या होगा? सी गाइस, एक तो यू कैन नेगोशिएट बेटर. आप नेगोशिएट कर पाओगे कि भाई एडवांटेज वालों को बोल सकते हो कि आई हैव इतने की पैकेज है, तो मुझे इससे बेटर कर दो. ऑलराइट. सेकंड, यू विल गेट टू नो व्हाट इज द डिमांड ऑफ मार्केट राइट नाउ. आपको ये भी पता लगेगा मार्केट में कितनी सैलरीज मिल रही हैं, क्या चल रहा है मार्केट में, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड. मॉक इंटरव्यूज देना शुरू करो. गिव मॉक इंटरव्यूज. गिव ऐसे इंटरव्यू दे दिया करो, हर हफ्ते में एक इंटरव्यू तो ऐसे दे दिया करो. उससे ये भी रहता है कि मार्केट में कितनी डिमांड है. यू विल गेट टू नो द थिंग्स गाइस. अपने रेज्यूमे अपडेट करके रखो, लिंक्डइन में, naukri.com में, ये तो करना ही चाहिए हर किसी को. इवन वी आर डूइंग एट दिस एज कि आप एक हर जगह अपने आप को activated रहो. It doesn't mean that you are leaving the company, but it means you are open for everything. If something comes, you will go. So always open for the better opportunities, guys. Don't just be a tunnel vision कि हम ऐसे ही जाएंगे. Be open for everything. इतना वेट करने से अच्छा आप अभी से एक्सप्लोर करना शुरू कर दो. This is what I wanted to say. A very straightforward advice from my side. You are open for everything, guys. You are mature people. But this is what reality is right now, guys. ये reality है. No one can deny this reality. Got my point, class? So one of you had called me today. Yeah.
Sir, one question, sir. How often does JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley come?
अभी तो मुझे भी ज्यादा टाइम नहीं हुआ है, बट एक बार तो आई गई है विशाखा फिलहाल तो.
Okay, so sir, the thing is, for example, if the course ends by October, okay, even though if we are waiting for like 4 months, 5 months, if we are not getting a job which suits our profile or which is not like say the package or something, it's not doesn't suit me, it's okay, I can wait for 5-6 months and then take a placement. It's like that.
It will keep going on.
Okay,
once the course is completed, it's not like that they are going to drop you. Okay, jao, bye-bye, tata. It's not like that. Your placement process will start. This is how in college happens, right? Aapko course khatam hota hai, then you can appear for the placements any point of time. In between, if you find a good company, you can apply for that and you can go for the placements. Agar aap wahan reject ho jate, you can go for another interview. So this is how the process is basically.
Any ceiling on the number of interviews or until you get selected?
See, that is a very good question, but this is different for different learners. We have 2 batches. दोनों batches अलग-अलग हैं. किसी को कुछ facility मिलेगी, किसी को कुछ facility मिलेगी. That is not in my hands as well. वो terms and conditions EduBridge की ही होती है.
Fine. Thank you, sir, taking up this question because this doubt I was having because appraisal and all happens in Feb. So I thought it's okay. Thank you.
See, मैं तो ऐसा मानता हूँ. See, guys, stay open. Keep applying from your side as well. See, मैं अगर अपना एग्जांपल दूं, what if something doesn't turns in your favor at the end? तब है ना, you should be realistic, guys. We are mature people. हमें realistic होना चाहिए. But if you enter in the interview, what if interviewer asks, what if interviewer had a fight with his wife or with her husband, and she takes your interview? तब these things have human involvement, guys. EduBridge can give you a platform only. You never know what will turn at the end, how it will turn out. But you can make best use of that. This is what I want to say. It's a very straightforward thing what I'm telling you. आप अपनी तरफ से तो best use कर सकते हो ना. So you can use this knowledge any way around, guys. और मैं आपको इतना तो पढ़ा देता हूँ, guys. मैं जो पढ़ाता हूँ आपको, वो मॉड्यूल से भी बहुत एडवांस लेवल पे हो जाता है. मैं इतना तो करवा जाऊंगा आपको. You will be able to know all many of the things, how it works and everything. आधे क्वेश्चन मैं आपको IAS के पढ़ाता हूँ. अभी जो अगला क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला हूँ IAS में आता है वो. आप बताओ आप कैसे. So I'm making you thinking as well, guys. So let's start the discussion. The next topic was, do you really think RBI is an autonomous body? This is a question. IAS पे आता है. मैंने आपसे जितने क्वेश्चन आज तक पूछे, या तो मैंने वहां सीखे थे या कहीं ना कहीं सीखे हैं, कोर्सेज में सीखा है कहीं ना कहीं. So I give you a combination pack कि चलो सारा कुछ थोड़ा थोड़ा करके. अभी I will be taking your soft skill classes as well. That is not from the part of EduBridge. That I will be taking, but right now I'm completely occupied. In the future coming days, maybe whenever I'll get time, I'll definitely take 2 or 3 extra classes जो आपको सच में help कर जाएंगी. Whatever जो mock interview हमने दिए थे. But Praveen?
Please take it, sir, as soon as possible.
हाँ, I will definitely. I will definitely take it. Because the thing is that whatever I had learned, I will try to give you that as well. Means जो चीजें आपको Google में नहीं मिलेंगी, you will not find these things in Google. बाकी तो ऐसा होता है ना कि introduction and all this, introduction में क्या बोला जाए, कैसे बोला जाए, that I will be letting you know. But अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा I'll get settled. Let me get settled down. I have a lot of work to do. Then I'll definitely take your classes, guys. All right. So the question is, do you really think that RBI is autonomous body? Yes or no?
No.
One more thing. Okay,
Yes.
you have to give answers. You have to.
Yes, sir.
Backup reason. Yes, Pratik.
Technically, RBI is autonomous body, but on realistic way, it is not. There is government intervention, government directions for RBI as well. So government's influence होती है कहीं पे.
ठीक है. Why do you think so?
Yeah, because उनके RBI एक्ट में ही लिखा हुआ है.
चलो, let me change the question. ये थोड़ा क्वेश्चन गलत बैठ गया. The question is, what is the main motive of RBI and what is main motive of government? And do you think government and RBI, they have different agendas, same agendas? Do you think RBI is autonomous or semi-autonomous? Now, I want you to take 5-10 minutes, research it, and give with examples. I'm saying examples के साथ आना है why it is so. Individual research would be good, I think, or group discussion. Individual research. Let me type in the chat box. So the question is RBI autonomous body or what is main aim of RBI and government? Aim, objective, anything. Agenda, anything. And with examples. Any point when you think RBI was not autonomous or were they autonomous? It's two things which you have to discuss. Not discuss, research. Research and then get back. At 9:40, I think it will be fine. 9:40 or 9:45. 9:40 तक हो जाएगा. I am here itself. All right. Done. Need some time. Mohan, your voice is very low.
Done, sir.
Very nice. Yes, please go ahead.
RBI is not an autonomous body
Mm-hmm.
because it is controlled by government.
Mm-hmm.
Examples of autonomous bodies are Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Central Power Research Unit Institute,
Mm-hmm.
National Power Training Institutes.
Mm-hmm.
These are examples, sir. Second question is what is main aim of RBI and government? This main aim is to regulate the issue of banknotes and keeping of reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India. That's it, sir.
Good. Any other inputs from your side, guys? Rest of the class? Or do you need some time to research? Pinky?
This is a
Okay.
big topic, like
So you need time to research? More time?
yeah, because I was
Chal.
searching for the functions. What could be the functions of RBI? It's to maintain the stability in the country,
Mm-hmm.
issuing the new currencies, and जो भी बाहर की countries का monetary policies चालू है उसके साथ meet करना. That is the main function of RBI.
Mm-hmm.
The role of RBI is to maintain the same thing. Uh, Maybe I'm wrong because I didn't get that much information about it.
No issues.
Yeah.
Karuna?
Yes, sir.
Any inputs from your side?
Sir, yes. The answer is yes for
Means,
first question.
okay,
Yes,
answer is
RBI is
yes.
autonomous. Yeah, because it is created by government and RBI Act, like statutory customer entity.
Mm-hmm.
The main functions are to run currency and credit system. Look after that. And second is to maintain reserves for securing monetary stability in India and to to govern the issue of bankers note.
Okay. Fine. Good.
And foreign exchange reserves also management.
Okay. What is the aim of government and RBI?
Like RBI's aim is long term. They think about like financial stability for long term, but government is for like they have short term period like 3, 4 or 5 years. So their decision making sometimes manipulates RBI's decision making and like disrupt the balance of financial stability for achieving short term goals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, right. Pratik?
And RBI is autonomous. They got operational autonomy, not like decision making autonomy. Time to time, government has directed RBI, and it is it has a provision in RBI Act 1934. तो उसमें एक provision है कि government can direct time to time on that basis. And also when new monetary policy committee was created, there are also 3 members from government side, 3 members from RBI side will be present to like take a decision in monetary policy thing. So yes, RBI is not autonomous. It is, and the role of RBI is like to maintain money flow in market, managing the debt market and loan market as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Sir, aim of both RBI and this government of India is to issue banknotes and keep the reserves as such to secure the monetary stability in India. And RBI can't be said to be an autonomous body because after Banking Regulation Act 1949, it is not now an autonomous. Basically, they are keeping the reserves of government and making the payments as and when. So government is basically using RBI as its banking channel, and but RBI is enjoying the institutional independence, but they are still working under the guidance of Ministry of Finance and Government of India.
Okay. Can I add up something?
Please.
Like here, government plays like lazy role here. Instead of making structural reforms in economy, they directly manipulate RBI's decision making for meet their short term goals.
ठीक है. Imran, are you there? Lokesh? सो गए, 10 बज रहे हैं, अब तो सोने का टाइम हो गया. Camera off and go to sleep. Dishant, what do you think? Guys, you can turn on the cameras, everyone, please. It would be great. Thank you, Mayuri, Deepak. Guys, when camera turns off, what happens that side of the camera? I always become so curious sometimes. क्या होता है camera के side? Tend to sleep, or what exactly happens? चलो यार सो जाओ, 10 बज रहे हैं, सोने का टाइम भी हो रहा है, ऊपर से मॉनसून्स, वाओ, पकौड़े खाओ और सो जाओ. Deepak, is it so? All right, guys. So my question is that, do you think RBI and government has different agendas and different aims, or the aim is same? Chinmay, what do you think?
Sometimes
I'll get back to you, Pratik.
Sometimes it may differ that the decision of RBI is different, but the government won't different. Like in 2016, when the Modi government decided that we will change the currency, that at time Raghuram Rajan was not happy with that decision. So I think he leave the position, or he was pressured to leave that position.
Absolutely, best example. Change of currency means, Chinmay, can you, just a minute, Pratik? Change of currency means?
Sorry, sir. No, demonetization. Sorry, sir.
Demonetization. Pratik, please go ahead. I'm so sorry, I interrupted.
I'm sorry, I don't know the fact. Raghuram Rajan or Vichit Patel was there at that time?
चलो मैं आपको बताता हूँ. See guys, Pratik, your points are very valid. जो भी आपने point दिए थे, वो सब valid थे. See, if I say a statement, the statement is that government is there to make people happy, but RBI has to take tough decisions. True or false?
True.
And how government makes people happy? By giving subsidies.
Employment, sir. Provide employment.
By printing currency, Deepak.
Yes.
By giving free transport, free electricity.
Employment. Provide employment.
But do you think all these things will anyhow impact inflation? And because of this, yes, RBI has to repay the sins of government. जो government पाप करेगी, whatever sins government is doing, will be doing, RBI has to, pay back for that.
Yes, sir.
So can we say that RBI is having objective of controlling the inflation, basically, in India? The main objective है RBI का is to control inflation, whereas government's main objective is to give growth to the country and to make people happy. And RBI is just like a doctor who has to give bitter pill, जिसको थोड़ी कड़वी दवाई देने पड़ेगी. So the best example that could be, yes, RBI could be said semi-autonomous. Why? वैसे तो autonomous भी है. But guys, RBI is not the one who is taking decisions always. Best example was demonetization. When demonetization took place, do you think government had word with government had asked from RBI? I think no one knew regarding demonetization. RBI को भी पता ही नहीं था.
President को भी नहीं पूछा था.
So it had very bad repercussions on the economy of India as such. वैसे तो there are multiple aspects to that, but financially देखा जाए, it had bad repercussions on the Indian economy, right? Now, second example, you might have seen many governors, they resign the jobs just because the thing is that, guys, over here, RBI's main role is basically, see guys, government का main role होता है, the main role of government is to get re-elected and come back to power. It could be state government, central government. जो government का main role होता है, select होना, फिर से election में और वापस आना. And to do this thing, they give freebies. Freebies होता है free की चीजें बांट दी है. They give subsidies. They print more currency as well. See guys, currency printing is completely decided by government. Government ही decide करती है currency कितने print करनी है, and government give guidelines to RBI. RBI has no option but to follow. RBI can't do anything. RBI को follow करना पड़ेगा. It means you might have seen, NPA होता है, the loans which turn into bad.
Non-performing assets.
Who forgives those loans? Government.
Right.
ये कौन फैसला लेती है?
नहीं, बैंक को करना पड़ता है, गवर्नमेंट नहीं देती है.
नहीं, but I'm saying माफ कौन करता है इसको? Who takes the decision? Government. नुकसान किसका? Who is paying for this? RBI. Who is? है ना, बैंक and RBI. Farmers को loan जाता है without any interest. Who is paying for that? RBI. Industrialists are given loan at easy terms, और उन terms को माफ किया जाता है. For example, nowadays recent news that all the loans of Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, उनका जो interest हो माफ कर दिया जाएगा. Who is doing this? Government is doing that. And who has to pay for this? RBI. And do you think, guys, because of all these things, it will increase inflation as such? So RBI has to again and again work to decrease and to control inflation, whereas all the activities done by government can increase inflation again and again. Getting a point? So they too have different opinions. And there is always a tussle between both of them. उनके बीच में हमेशा लड़ाई चलती रहती है. RBI says इतना खर्चा मत करो, but government do a lot of expenditure. That also increases in inflation. RBI always say don't print currency, but government always prints currency, Deepak. Always. RBI के पास यार decision making power नहीं है. RBI doesn't have the decision making power. Decision making power is with government only. RBI has to follow the decisions. Day to day छोटे मोटे डिसीजन तो RBI लेगा. कौन सी कॉपी खरीदनी है, कौन सा पेन खरीदना है, कौन सा पेंट करवाना है दीवार में. Those decisions are done by RBI only. But the big decisions are done by government of India class. So they don't have that friendly relation with each other. And that impacts. RBI, which policy RBI gives? Monetary policy. Government gives fiscal policy. फायदा तब है, benefit is when both the policies are having proportional effect, means they are made by discussing with each other. लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं, it doesn't go that way. Monetary policy में भी government tends to involve. See guys, अगर interest rate कम होते हैं ना, तो बड़े बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट को ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट सस्ते में लोन मिलता है. गवर्नमेंट क्या चाहती है? गवर्नमेंट चाहती है कम से कम इंटरेस्ट में लोन मिले लोगों को, and people become more happy. But RBI is not in the favor of that. But government tend to influence the monetary policy as well and fiscal policy as well. So RBI ही फंसता है. RBI is the one who gets trapped in this. Got my point, class? Now, currency printing. Currency printing कर लेते हैं. दीपक will say, sir, 2 दिन से currency printing बोला है, खत्म नहीं किया. Now, guys, the thing is that can government print currency? Yes, government can print currency. Can government print as much amount of currency? Yes, government can print as much amount of currency. पहले क्या होता था? There was a rule before this that was called as proportionate currency printing. Please forgive my spellings if sometimes it goes wrong. It goes wrong multiple times, I know. Proportional का मतलब होता था, if today Pratik is Prime Minister of India, he is printing 100 rupee note, so he had to give 100 rupee gold backup. जितना प्रिंट करो उतना ही बैकअप रखना पड़ेगा. This was called as proportional currency printing. But government was fed up of this. हर बार currency print करो, हर बार RBI को gold दो. So it was having bad effects. इसके दो bad effects थे. Government had to buy gold, and we were becoming big importer of gold as well. That was one of reason. Second reason was that I know government. I hope now you remember government का main target क्या होता है? To make people happy. To buy printing currency. यहाँ पे बार-बार government को gold खरीदना पड़ता था. It was headache for the government as well. Government changed it to minimum reserve system now. इसका मतलब है अगर गवर्नमेंट के अकाउंट में आरबीआई के अकाउंट में 200 करोड़ रुपए डाला हुआ है, इसके बाद आप जितनी मर्जी करेंसी प्रिंट कर दो, इससे नीचे द मिनिमम रिजर्व शुड नॉट बी लेस देन दिस. इफ दिस इज दिस, इसके बाद यू आर फ्री. इट्स अ फ्री हैंड टू गवर्नमेंट नाउ. Now government can print as much amount of currency, and this is what happens in USA right now. In USA, guys, it is said जितना उन्होंने आज तक करेंसी प्रिंट की in last 10 years, it is 80% of the total currency which was printed throughout in last 200 years. पिछले 10 सालों में they have printed 80% of the currency. Just imagine. So government is having free hand, guys. जितना मर्जी print करे. हाँ, what will be the impact of this? Impact will increase the money supply, and with money supply, Deepak, inflation will increase very high, and because of that, what would happen at the end? The purchasing power will go down. Purchasing power will go down. तो कुछ खरीद ही नहीं पाएंगे लोग. So that's why printing excessive currency is also not good. Yeah, Deepak?
सर जिम्बाब्वे पर वेनेजुएला में ऐसा ही हुआ था सर.
ऐसे ही हुआ.
नोट छाप दिए थे ज्यादा, तो ब्रेड और दूध के.
अब ये लोग क्या करते हैं, गवर्नमेंट का क्या रहता है कि अपना टर्म 5 साल निकाल लो जैसे तैसे करके, आने वाली गवर्नमेंट खुद नहीं संभालेगी जो हमने ब्लंडर की. दिस इज द मेन कंसेप्ट. बट सो एवर गवर्नमेंट कम्स, चाहे इफ इट इज बीजेपी, इफ इट इज कांग्रेस, इट डज नॉट मैटर. गवर्नमेंट के माइंड में होता है, वन थिंग इज देयर इन गवर्नमेंट माइंड, अपने 5 साल निकालो जैसे तैसे, बाकी का वो बाद में आने वाले देखेंगे. So government blunders भी करती है, government print currencies as well. This is what is happening in USA.
I want to
like in
can you answer like why government banned 2000 notes? Do you have any idea on that?
Why government
banned 2000 notes recently?
See, हाँ, उसको हम कर लेंगे डिस्कस. Don't worry. अभी टाइम हो रहा है यार. जिनमें it will, this conversation will go very long otherwise. अभी इस वाले कंसेप्ट को देख लेते हैं, then we'll go to this. So money supply is very important thing. One more thing, guys, USA ने क्या सोचा है, अभी प्रिंट कर लो जितनी मर्जी करेंसी, आने वाली जनरेशन संभालेगी. But it's a bubble, guys. I told you everything related to money supply is a bubble. It will burst someday. वो बबल करेंसी प्रिंटिंग में भी हो सकता है, स्टॉक मार्केट भी हो सकता है. मनी सप्लाई इज अ बबल, एंड दैट इज फॉर शॉर्ट पीरियड. Even if there is growth in stock market. So I told you growth in stock market could be of two reasons. One reason could be real growth of the country. Second could be money supply. Money supply is temporary. Bubble है, bust हुआ, सब खत्म. Growth is sustainable. वो टिकेगी. तो यहाँ भी करेंसी में ऐसा है, करेंसी प्रिंट हो जाएगी, it's good. काम निकल जाएगा, good. But it's a bubble. It will burst. Yes, Pratik.
Right now we are like our stock market is growing, तो वो भी bubble ही we can call it.
बोल तो रहे हैं ऐसा, या क्योंकि ये इमीडिएटली बढ़ी है इतनी ज्यादा, and it is at highest right now.
I wanted to add something in Deepak's point. Like उन्होंने बोला था कि कुछ देशों ने मतलब आगे परचेसिंग पावर खत्म ही हो चुकी है. तो यहाँ पे ईरान का भी एक लाइक उन्होंने अपनी करेंसी को डिनोमिनेट कर चुका है. मतलब नई डिनोमिनेशन.
ईरान का एक और इशू है ना, एक there is one more issue in Iran. Iran is not doing international trade. Sanction there. फंस गए हैं वो लोग. So they anyhow have to survive actually. चलो, we'll do the discussion later on, guys. By tomorrow we'll again start the topic. So अब कौन बचा था with the mocks? So today you will be having Azlan. Are you there? Azlan.
Yes, sir.
Good to go today. All right. Bhanumati, are you there? Bhanumati, can you hear me? Abhishek Odiar, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Bhanumati, I'll go with you tomorrow. Today, Abhishek and Azlan can stay. Rest can drop off the meeting.
It's thank you.
All right, class. Good night. Any doubts, class?
Good.
Anyone have any doubts? We'll discuss the doubts tomorrow. All right. Yes, Alfaz. Ask a doubt.
Tomorrow we have our mental session on
Which session? I didn't get it.
mentoring session. You told it was be on Wednesday, one-on-one.
One-to-one counseling.
Counseling
Acha, acha,
session.
acha. Counseling. See, guys, I have not received the dates yet. Whenever I receive the date, I immediately post in the groups.
Sure, sir. Because
All
tomorrow is
right.
an issue in Faridabad. They have no network connectivity. Then tomorrow.
No issues. Maybe tomorrow it will not happen. Maybe. But if it happens, I'll definitely post in the group.
Then it will be notified.
I will notify you. And rest, Pratik, Shilpa will move you with as days will come, right? Lokesh, Karuna, हम लोग का आपका आने वाले टाइम में हो जाएगा. So rest, you can drop off the meeting, guys. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night,
Good
sir.
night. Doubts I'll ask tomorrow.
Good night, sir.
Sir,
Good night. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
sir,
Yes,
which
Lokesh.
Abhishek?
Abhishek Odiyar.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek.
Yes.
Abhishek. चलो अभिषेक तुम्हारा भी आ जाएगा नंबर. Don't worry. Tomorrow, stay active. Maybe by tomorrow. All right, class. You can drop the meeting, everyone. So, Azlan, I think we'll start with Abhishek because Abhishek is a working employee. He might be tired throughout the working day. So we'll start with him, huh? You are young
Okay.
chap. You will not
Yes,
get
sir.
tired. All right. So I'll get back to you after 5-10 minutes, huh? I'll put you in waiting room. Just a minute. Let me put everyone in the waiting room. Okay, now it's you and me, Abhishek. How are you? How's everything going on?
Yeah, all is going good.
You just give me a moment, huh? Just give me a moment, Abhishek. Huh?
Sure. Sir.
Yeah. Yes, Abhishek, how the classes are going on? Anything you want to tell me regarding classes? All good?
Yeah, as of now, I don't have any issues with any schedules and any lecturing. All going
All
good.
right. Teaching style good? All you understanding everything?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, Abhishek.
It's like what I needed.
All right, that's great, Abhishek. So please introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Abhishek Odiyar. I'm from Bangalore. I'm a senior representative in Concentrix for a process eraser. It's an fintech process. Coming to my education background, I have completed BBA in Sahyadri Commerce and Management College in 2021. At the time of my graduation only, I have worked in Pinnacle Data Services as a associate for 3 years. It was an US healthcare process. Yeah, these were about my education and work experience. When it comes to my family, um, it's an it's a small family. Me, my dad, and my mom. But I'm staying in Bangalore in a PG, and I'm searching for a good opportunity in finance industry.
Great, great, great. What do you mean by ADR and GDR?
Uh, ATR and GDR, American Depository Receipt and Global Depository Receipt. If money is going out of America, means if American people's investing on if American peoples are investing, they need to invest on ADR. If GDR, if India need to, can it take some time, sir?
Oh, take it.
5 seconds, right? Yes. ADR means and if an American citizen want to invest, uh,
Okay, no worries, no worries. What are fixed income securities, Abhishek? Abhishek's screen is stuck, I think.
Like
Abhishek, you can turn off your camera. Maybe it's because of the internet. Yeah. What do you mean by fixed income securities?
Yeah, fixed income securities. These are all these are short-term investment debt instruments where investors can invest with less risk and less analysis.
Can FT be considered as fixed income security?
Yes, sir. We can consider FD as fixed income security.
Very good. How bond price is related to interest rates?
How bond prices are related to interest rate? Yeah, it's depend.
Inverse relation or direct relation?
On the basis of IDR or
inverse relation or direct relation?
on the basis of demand.
Okay, good. Last question. Which one is more riskier, equity market or debt market?
Equity market is riskier compared to debt.
Right. Chalo. That would be all, Abhishek.
But the right answer is
equity market is the right answer. Yes. All right, Abhishek, you can drop the meeting. As such, you have good communication skills. You really need to just revise few things. Everything is because you have good communication skill. Use it as a weapon, Abhishek. Right. So if you become good in domain as well, it will be a lethal weapon. So try to use it in that way. So try to revise. I know you're working and it becomes very difficult when you're working, apart from your job, you have to manage so many things, but still it's fine. Means if you keep revising weekly, once in a week, 1 hour in a week, that will give you, that will solve your purpose actually.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, Abhishek, good night. Nice talking to you. Hi, Aslan. Big headset. Matching. How's everything going on, Aslan?
It's going good. I'm fine.
Your voice seems to be breaking.
Sir, can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, but your network issue. No issues. So tomorrow you're going to watch a movie, huh? Nice.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So going alone?
No, sir, going with a friend.
All right. Just kidding, huh? So classes are going good?
Yes, sir, it's going good.
All good. Okay. So Aslan, let's start with the introduction first. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. I'm Aslan Khunkar. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal. I recently completed my BBA honors degree from Bhawanipur Education College. Didn't complete, just gave my 6th sem. I am yet to get my degree.
Okay.
Calcutta University, so maybe a little delay in the degree part getting. So yeah, so that's it only. And
you're quite young, Aslan.
Yes, sir.
You're learning investment banking at a very young age. Quite young. Very nice.
Yes, sir. I am doing this because I actually had no idea about investment banking.
This course will really give you a good direction. I can guarantee.
Yes, I had no idea. Plus, I was a little skeptical about investment banking because my father used to do it without any prior knowledge, and he had huge losses in investment. So that's why I was a bit skeptical about this topic.
Don't worry, you're very young. In this in age, if you learn this, it will really help you, in grasping more knowledge in future. Though it takes time, but it will means जितना जल्दी सीखोगे ना तो ठीक रहता है. I also started it at the age of 25, I think. So, okay. So, what is GDR?
So GDR means Global Depository Receipts. Like ADR is it's like just like ADR, GDR is also global. And I can define like the Global Depository Receipts. What the definition as such?
No issues. Who invests in GDR? Foreigners or Indians?
So, Indians.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Who invests, not who raises money.
So Indians, I guess.
In America, in ADR, American invest in Indian companies, and in GDR, European invest in Indian companies.
Oh, okay.
What is red herring prospectus?
So red herring prospectus is like a preliminary prospectus than the actual prospectus.
Okay. What is underwriting?
So underwritings are done by investment banking. I forgot the definition as such, but
it's a guarantee.
I know.
Is it so?
Yes, sir. I know it's done by investment banks only, but I forgot the.
What is private placement in IPO?
Private placement means issuance of certain equity shares for certain companies, specific individual companies, not for the public. General public.
Which one is more risky, equity market or debt market?
Equity market, because there is no, it's risky. You can get high returns, but there is no guarantee in it. Whereas in debt, you have a guarantee that you will.
How bond price is related to YTM? Inverse or direct? How bond price is related to YTM, yield to maturity? Inverse relation or direct?
Direct.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that would be all, Azlan.
Okay, sir.
You have good communication skills. Try to revise few things. थोड़ा revision pending है, बाकी you're good to go. Right?
Yes,
because inverse relation होता है bond price और YTM में, एक वो गड़बड़ थी, बाकी आपने ठीक ही आंसर्स दिए थे. और which one was left? That हाँ GDR ADR वो थोड़ा सा वो, बाकी तो ठीक था.
Yes, okay, sir.
All right, Azlan. Enjoy a movie tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.